Vaccines are one of the greatest achievements in the history of human health. With the flu season in full swing, local healthcare officials are gearing up for patients coming in for their vaccinations. Since the Jenner vaccine for smallpox in the 18th century, vaccines have continued to save millions of lives every year. Vaccines are good at protecting populations rather than individuals. Herd immunity allows high-risk groups and people who can't be vaccinated to also confer protection. Even after utilizing vaccines for hundreds of years and a plethora of evidence in literature, there is still a staggering amount of people who are skeptical about vaccines.
We surveyed 76 McMaster University students from a broad range of disciplines and found that only 16% had received the flu shot this season, with the majority of respondents saying that they didn't get it because they simply forgot to. Meanwhile, over half of the respondents said the flu shot was highly important and that they thoroughly understood the mechanism behind how it works. However, we weren't so sure. We set out to ask McMaster students why they chose to receive the influenza vaccination this year or not, and to understand the reasoning behind their choices.
Have you received the flu vaccine?
Not this year.
Not this year, but I usually do.
No, I have not.
No, I have not.
Not yet, not this year. I have, yes.
I have.
Why didn't you receive it?
Ever since I was little, my mom always avoided us getting vaccines. I don't really know the reason why, but I've also never had the flu, so I guess that's a good thing.
Just haven't had time nor thought about the importance of it.
I haven't gone to the doctor in a while, but I was thinking of going, so.
Mostly just because to find the time to do it. But I do most years, yeah.
How important do you think the flu vaccine is in preventing disease?
Super important.
I think it's very important because especially during the winter season, so many bacteria and viruses are going around, so it's definitely a good idea to get yourself protected.
I guess it's important, especially for older populations. I know they always say seniors should get them and maybe younger kids too, but for the general population I'm not too sure because like I said, I've never had the flu, so I don't know.
I think pretty important. It's up there. I personally believe it's very important. I think everyone should be vaccinated.
So I think it's very important, not only for preventing disease in individuals, but also for preventing sort of the transmission of disease at the population level.
Can you describe how the vaccine gives you immunity towards influenza?
Not at all.
It gives you a dead antigen or an inactivated antigen, so your body makes antibodies towards the flu virus.
Basically, it's trying to get your immune system to react to it without it actually being viral at the time, and then once your immune system develops kind of a reaction to it, if you do eventually get the virus, it'll have a faster reaction to protecting yourself afterwards.
I'm not exactly sure the whole mechanism.
Oh, it breaks apart the disease itself and then trains your body on how to fight that in some way. Something about formaldehyde is there. And that's all I know really.
Yeah, so the vaccine works by generating strain-specific antibodies, and those antibodies basically bind to the virus and prevent the virus from being able to enter your cells.
Do you trust the information you receive about vaccination?
Yeah.
I'm skeptical, but I do believe some of it.
Not from sketchy Facebook groups, but yes.
I do, 100%.
I'm not 100% sure.
Absolutely. I like to believe the healthcare professionals. Doing your own research is also very important.
I trust it if it's from reliable sources, yes. So from doctors or from pharmaceutical companies, yes.
And finally, what factor would motivate you to be more likely to receive the flu vaccine?
Definitely more awareness from the healthcare system about what exactly it is and the procedure and that kind of stuff.
I think if more research was put out about it, more studies showing that it really does actually have an effect.
Honestly, if I had a friend who would really convince me to go with them, make it not much of a hassle to go along. Well, I think if you see the statistics, right? You take a percentage of people who have taken the vaccine who haven't and see how many of them have been infected with the flu, and I think those numbers would speak for themselves.
Probably better information about the benefits that the vaccine provides not only for the people who get it, but also for high-risk individuals, because I think a lot of reasons that people don't get the vaccine is because they feel like they're not at a high risk, but they forget that by getting the vaccine they also protect people who are at high risk. And I feel like if more people made that connection, and if that connection were more personal, a lot of people would go out of their way to get the vaccine.